Hello everybody. Welcome to Pamuko 101 Biomechanics presentation where the core idea is that the brain commands muscles. Muscles do nothing by themselves. Everything they do is based on control from brain. Muscles are dumb. They are force-producing devices, and there's nothing smart about muscles themselves. There is no independent operation and there is no coordination with other muscles in a physical layer. It all comes from brain. Brain commands separately each muscle all the time, every second of your life. Joints, similarly, are very dumb. They are just hinges and they are nothing more. There is no independent operation of joints. And there is no physical position hold. Muscles themselves cannot hold a position. And the proof of this is that if you are standing and somebody shoots your brain out, you fall to the ground. And similarly, if somebody knocks you out, you fall to the ground. And nothing in physical body is able to keep you upright without the brain. And when brain very clearly commands muscles, there cannot be two kings. It is not possible that in some situation physical body commands muscles and some situation brain commands muscles. That is completely confusing situation which cannot hold, and there is no reason why there is some kind of physical control in some small rare cases when most of the cases very clearly needs to come from the brain, the control. And the problem is that there are hundreds of muscles. If you start to count the joints, and there are about 100 very important joints in the human body, and there are two muscles for each joint in the opposite directions, and brain needs to control all of these 200 muscles all the time, every nanosecond, and multitasking to control all 200 of these. And all muscles matter. All muscles have some job to do at every second. It can be high contraction or low contraction or zero contraction, or it can be movement or no movement, or it can be whatever. But if there is anything strange happening which is not under brain control, it is very noticeable that it is now something strange is going on and you want to stop it. Being relaxed is very important job to do, and brain is commanding multiple muscles to be in a relaxed state, and it performs this by adjusting the contraction percentage to be very low, from 0 to 1%. And this is hugely important that the most of the muscles are in a relaxed state from command of the brain. And so brain sends contraction percentage to all muscles all of the time between 0% and 100%, and it adjusts this contraction percentage continuously. For example, for holding a position. Sometimes to hold a position requires changes to this muscle contraction percentages whenever there's some external force affecting the joint. And there's one major error. Many people think that only the primary mover is important and brain commands only the primary mover, which you might be conscious about, but there is all the muscles matter, and it's not possible to leave any muscles uncommanded. what they are going to do when they are uncommanded. They still do stuff, and if they are being relaxed is extremely important job to do. So joint angles are adjusted by brain. If the joint angle moves, brain is sending constantly command to this muscles that let's change the forces so that they produce a movement to the joint angle. And this is there's a control loop. If the joint is moving and there is external force affecting the movement, then brain needs to notice that now something is affecting the joint angle and it's no longer what the brain wanted, and the brain needs to correct the muscle forces so that the whatever joint angle the brain wants to joint to have, it becomes a reality. And there are 100 joints, and brain controls all of them, all of the time with zero exceptions. And so there are 100 closed loop systems running in parallel, where brain measures and adjusts the muscle contraction level so that each of these 100 joints gets to their desired angle. And everyday life happens with low contraction percentage, between 0 to 1 to 5, 10% contraction range for everything. And this is including posture. To be able to walk around, stand and walk around and do whatever whole day, the contraction percentage needs to be low. And so everything is caused by brain. Mobility, stability, posture, tightness, and there is nothing physical, no physical problems on 99% of the healthy people affecting any of these issues. There are no physical causes, no muscle imbalances, and no physical tightness of muscles. And nothing matters to the mobility, stability, posture, and tightness. Everything is caused by brain. Brain can work correctly or incorrectly, and if brain does something you think is incorrect, it happens because you have not trained your brain to be able to perform the right way, to do the right movement. And if you have not created situations where brain can practice these movements, then they are not going to happen. Thank you. End of the video.